Before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe, like, and share this video. It might be a very little thing to you, but it means so much to me. So quite a lot of you have been asking me for a black hair shading tutorial and the brushes. Ladies and gentlemen, behold! Here's the brush I use for the hair shading. But what if the brush doesn't work on me? Fear not, my friends. This brush can serve as a replacement. Here's the canvas size and the stabilizer. Without further ado, let's start by opening the layer window here. Select the layer with the base color of the hair. After that, we will be adding a new layer by tapping on the Add Layer button. Then, we will clip the new layer. Next, go to the bottom right corner of your screen and click Normal. Here, we will be changing the blending mode to Multiply. Here, I will be flipping the canvas horizontally so it will be easier for me to shade. Close the layer window and start shading the edges of the hair with the round brush particle or the blurring brush. Your result might have looked like this. If you're done with this one, you can go ahead and open the layer window. Here's the layer that we used to shade earlier. Now, I want you to add a new layer above this particular layer. Next, we will be clipping it again just like the layer before. Then, click on Normal as we will be changing the blending mode to Multiply again. Next, I will be adjusting the opacity down here to about 49%. I have decided to change this because it looks too dark if it's about 70%. Next, close the layer window and start shading the top and the bottom part of the hair. Your result might look like this. Anyways, let's open the layer window again. We will be merging these three layers down by clicking the Merge Down button. And now, we have ourselves one separate layer for the hair. Next, press the three lines on the edge of the layer. We will be dragging this layer all the way to the top. If you're done with this, we will add another layer to make the strands of the hair. If you're done adding a new layer, we can close the layer window right away. Next, on the toolbar, find Eyedropper. Click on the Eyedropper tool. Next, we will be choosing the lightest color in the hair, or also known as the base color. In this new layer and still using round brush particle, I will be shading the bottom part of the strands. Actually, we will be shading the strands several times more later on. For the brush size on this step, we will be using 2.2 px, just like what is shown here. If you're done with this step, we will be reopening the layer window. Next, above the layer we have shaded earlier, we will add a new layer. The brush size that we are going to be using is 1.1 px. It would gradually become thinner as we add more layers. Next, I will be adjusting the color to make it lighter. After choosing the color that I'm satisfied with, I begin shading the hair for the second time. The result of the hair shading would somehow look like this one. As you can see here, at the second part of the shading, the hair looks more detailed. In this step, the more strands you add, the more detailed it will become. Now, moving on to the next step, we will be opening the layer window. For the next step, we will be merging all this layer down by clicking the Merge Layer button. This will allow the strands of the hair to be merged with the original hair layer. In this step, I would like to make the black color more vivid, so I will use Filter. Here, I will be adjusting the saturation, lightness, and the color of the hair so it will look better. With that over with, we are approaching the final step of the hair shading. After opening the layer window, we will be adding a new layer. Here, we will be clipping the new layer. Next, click Normal and we will be changing the blending mode to Add. After this, go to opacity and set it to about 60%. Here, I will not redraw each and every strands I made earlier, but I will just add the parts with the highlights on it. I will also be shading some of the middle parts of the hair, and also some parts on the edges, but not all. With this over with, this marks the end of the hair shading tutorial. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope the tutorial helps you. As usual, please subscribe, like, and share this video. It might be a very little thing to you, but it means so much to me. Aside from that, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye! 매번 야야야야야 불러 널 야야야야 내 맘을 고백하려고